Hello, everybody. Welcome back on the Strategy Professor. Today we're going to be doing a Thresh coaching session. This is patch 923. Okay. So, special thanks to iPotato, and this is DM in the chat. Be real careful walking through there. Yeah, you gotta run. Oh, man, I can't believe that hitbox got you, though. Yeah, you gotta flash. If he's gonna hit you with the stun, you gotta flash early. Because you're gonna have to flash anyways. And it's just better that you don't take a ton of damage. So, you know, you just gotta say, he got me. If he gets that stun early, it's just too much damage. Caitlyn didn't even trap you, and it was still enough to kill you. So you gotta... That's a pretty good saying, Nagaraki. I like that. I think if you want to, like, go for the hard all-in level 2, you need to, like, flash flay the Kate. And then, usually they'll flash right after that, and when they flash, then you try to hook them. But it is, it's tough. Especially against Pyke early on, because he's gonna... he has a similar kind of kit, but he's gonna have more damage, I think. Thresh does get a lot of bonus damage off of his E if it's fully charged up, but... Oof. Okay, nice. So he barely got out there. Flash play is hard to do, but, I mean, if you're gonna play Thresh, a lot of his stuff is hard to do. This is why I stay away from Thresh a lot of times. Like, you're working overtime to get similar results from different champs. I mean, yeah, that's just, you know, that's what I always say about, you know, if you're not prepared to, like, practice him a lot and play him a ton and just go for the big plays, you got to play something like Nautilus or something like that instead, which is just a lot more consistent. It's just so much easier to execute. Like, bigger hitbox on the hook. His ult, you know, just press R. And it just works, you know, unless they have, like, Hourglass. Yeah, you got to watch out. Mid and jungle are both missing, so you got to back up. Unless you have this warded, you really can't step past this line. Especially without your flash. Because, like, if they hook around, like, right here and come through here, like, they're still going to cut you off, even if you see them off of that. I mean, that's true. Like, the lantern does matter, but... I mean, he is cool. He does have a very unique kit, but... You know, you definitely pay for that kit. I don't know. I wouldn't really, I wouldn't ban Pyke right now. He doesn't have a great win rate overall. I mean, he can be good if he starts going. You know, he can snowball pretty hard, but I think there are other things that are more dangerous out there than Pyke. Okay. How long is your flash? Probably still a pretty long time. Yeah, Vayne just keeps pushing. Ooh, okay. No, you wanted to play him towards you, then hook him, because you have Elise there. Okay, we all did end up getting a kill. Let me show you what should have happened here, though. Okay, so you know you've got Elise here, still. How do we pause this? Okay, so Elise is still in the area. She's kind of going away. Okay, so as soon as she steps on that, you know, he's going to hook her, and then he's probably going to go in for the stun. So what you want to do is as soon as he dives in, there's a couple options. So you could walk over here and try to flay him back whenever he goes in for the stun to, like, maybe he doesn't get the stun. But you definitely want to save your lantern to throw it to Elise to get her in here. So either way, you want to come over here, interact with this Pike, probably flay him back, and then hook him and throw Elise the lantern so that she can come in. Because throwing her the lantern's not going to do anything because you're already so close to her anyways. I guess it gives you a little shield, but if that lantern, if you had that for the Elise... that was a good hook, though, right there. But if you had that for the Elise, you could have gotten there faster. Kind of rough. Alright. Not a lot you could have done there, I don't think. Let me back up one more time. Looking at the chat real quick. Yeah, I guess you could have flashed and not gotten hooked there. She hit that Q. Yeah, I just wouldn't really be pushed up that far. There's not a lot to gain, like... Even if you hook him under tower, like, Vayne's not really going to be able to do that much, you know? Like, she'll auto-attack him a couple of times maybe, but you're putting yourself at huge risk if Pyke ever hooks you. So it's just not even worth, and, like, y'all are really short range. You're not going to be able to pressure plates. So if you push him in, I just wouldn't really go past here. Also, the jungler or the mid could have been rotating down because you don't have any vision in the river, so... Yeah, there's just no reason to ever go up that far, really. 10? Okay, nice. Got the kill. Yeah, you definitely needed to flash that. I'll probably pin her into the wall, please, pin her in the wall. Oh my gosh. As soon as that was coming in, I probably would have flash flayed the Caitlyn. Let me see how this rolls up again. So he's dead, 100%. I guess you're a little bit far. If she would have... I think she still had her E. I'm guessing you threw your lantern there just to get an assist on it, which is okay. I mean, you could have tried like a flash hook. Like even like a hook flash. I think you can flash while your hook animation is winding up. It's a little bit more advanced. I think you can do that with Thresh. So like for instance, you could have started your like hook animation here, I believe, and then flashed, and I think it would go with the same trajectory. I'm not 100% about that. I mean, I guess that was fine. The one thing I definitely would have done, though, is flash out once you get kind of low with the Mordekaiser. I mean, I'm really surprised Mord didn't ult you. Like, I may have flashed out even earlier. They removed the hook flash. Okay. We have to flash, then hook. It's been a while since I played Thresh consistently. Oh, what are you getting first? Kindle Gem. I I think you want to get Moby Boots first on Thresh, and then just look for roams. Like, Moby Boots are so, so pivotal to Thresh, because you really need to be roaming around trying to make plays. Or Ionian Boots if you really want the CDR. Now that you can't get it from ward items, because he is very, very good with CDR. So, one of those boots. And then I think you have to pick... I would probably go Righteous Glory in the current state of the game as the first item. But you could also go... you could also go for, like, Zeke's. I would definitely get an armor item. I assume you're probably going Knight's Vow, which is, like, okay later on Thresh, but you only get half value because he's considered ranged. Yeah, good pings. Y'all need to be definitely trying to get Dragon right now. Okay, good. Yeah, the double AD bot, as Javster's saying in chat, would make me really want to get an armor item early. Which, like I said, I assume you're getting Vow, which is alright. I mean, Kindle Gem is good. It gives health and CDR, so... I mean, that's not the worst, the worst item out there. I don't know if I'd get it first or second. I like Righteous because it gives you, it helps you, like, add some extra consistency to your engage. Zeke's Herald, yeah, it's pretty common. I mean, it's not, like, the best thing in the world on Thresh, but it does give your Vayne extra on-hit damage. And, you know, the, the passive's pretty nice. Oops. Okay, that was a nice hook. Okay, good. Vayne getting it. Nice. Hey, he's topside. No, no, no. Y'all gotta get plates. I would have definitely taken this tower. Because the plates just fell off, and you know Rek'Sai's top getting that stuff, and mid lane's also up there, so I would have definitely stayed. I think you could have gotten the whole tower by the time they got back. That also keeps them from roaming middle, because now Pyke can roam and try to clean that up. Like, yeah, they're gonna roam over here. Okay, they didn't get anything off of it, but that's kind of spooky. That gave Pyke a free roam middle to try to clean up that skirmish. So yeah, I think that was a mistake, macro-wise there. Like, usually it's good just to push it back, but you got to kind of read the situation and see, like, plates just fell off, and the jungler's up top side of the map, and the mid's also over there, so it's just, like, open season on the bot lane. I mean... You don't have your ult. Okay, that's fine. You could have also tried to rotate up there yourself, but you didn't have Moby Boots at the time. That's close. But yeah, getting first tower is massive. Especially on a roaming champion like Thresh. Where you really just want to open up the lane and walk around and try to make plays. Ooh. Oh. That's rough. Okay, ping Dragon a lot. Let him know it's coming up soon. I'd go ahead and drop a control word here in his back. Electrocute needs a nerf. It is pretty strong. Hey, what's up, Dragon? Sorry if I didn't give you a what's up earlier. No, y'all need to... No. I wouldn't... You don't want to try anything risky when there's a major objective coming up. You only want to take really high percentage plays. Humbled Chiga. God. Edgy kids. And their thinly veiled racism. Y'all need to go get this right now. Rek'Sai's dead. Kiana's dead. I definitely would have gone to go do this. I wouldn't have backed right there. Y'all need to help him. He's gonna get, or she's gonna get jumped. She just walked out right at a vision of this ward too. Yeah, so like right there, what I would have done is I would have just dropped a control ward right there, and just back, bought some stuff, and then got ready and set up for it. Like it worked out okay because no one came and contested at least, but I think that was just kind of lucky more than anything else. Okay, good. Nice. If you can force her flash, that's a good trade a lot of times. Like if you're the engaged champion and you force the defensive champion's flash, like going flash for flash, it's usually, oh, I might just auto him, Yeah, I have to say he's sitting in a bunch of minions. So like if you can trade flashes with the ADC, that's fine because you have a way to punish that. If you hit him with a hook, then you're gonna get the kill. So hey, what's up, Leah? I mean, they do have a hard engage champ themselves with Pyke, but that's why, like the classic, you really got to try to work on the level 2 flash play. I mean, that's a Thresh bread and butter classic. Push for level 2 flash play because it's gonna force them to flash. If you hit the hook, they're probably dead. If you miss the hook, they still just took a lot of damage and you traded flashes. Yeah, I would not take that one in, I don't think. Yeah, do not go in under tower. Especially against, like, Caitlyn. It's so easy for him to get out, too, with, like, an E. Just hit the hook is fine. If you just want to spook him a little bit. Yeah. Here comes the end, yeah. He'll probably need to back up. Or just feed 3 kills.
Shut down. Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay, try to play around Baron Vision if you can here. Like push this up and then get them to come over here and like get the scuttle and see if you can just get rid of all their vision. Almost. Okay, so y'all just desperately need just like a reset. Just get this scuttle and just play defensively until you have everyone on the map. Be careful. Walk this. There's a decent chance something in here is warded. At least it's bot side. Just push up middle. Nah, I wouldn't be going in here right now. You don't have backup. Like they can collapse on you. Just ward right there if you can. Be really careful standing there because like they could have that warded. Remember, Pyke could like be in here in theory. I wouldn't do it. There's a good chance they're all grouped. Your Vayne's in base, or Yasuo's bottom with no pressure. He doesn't have his TP up. I wouldn't even be standing here right now. There's just no reason to do this. Don't take it. Don't. It's a 3v5 right now. Alright, see if you can get vision here. You need to back and get some more wards, I think. I mean, you've got a lot of wards out, but the next place of interest is probably Dragon. So your wards are on the wrong side of the map for that. Yeah, just clear this. And see if you can go, like, control Dragon in. Okay, yeah, you got her. Go get Dragon. Go get Dragon. Ping it, ping it, ping it. And you gotta zone out the Yasuo, or the Rek'Sai. Okay, she's up there. This should be free Dragon. Yeah, just look at the minimap and just, you know, make sure that you're at least going to have even on numbers before you start a fight. Anytime you play an engaged champion like a Thresh or a Leona. Because even if it looks like, you know, you might have the numbers on them and it's like, well, if I pick this one person, if you don't have really good vision, you know, they could be there. Like, they could be around the area, you know, because you just don't know. But you do know that your team is not there. So if you start that fight, like right here, like, there's a really high probability there's going to be at least 4 people in this area, and you only had 3, and they had a tower, which basically counts as an extra person. Hey, what's up, Ivan? Okay, kill her. Nice. Yeah, you can try to ward over there. Zone. No. Excuse me. So, you got to ward over that bush earlier, and you've got to try to zone Rek'Sai. Like, do not let her get in that pit. So what you can do is, you can try to hook her, or when she tries to tunnel under, you can flay her back, so she can't get through the pit. So you got to be standing, like, right on this wall with this warded, and just, like, whatever you have to do, just do everything you can in your power to make sure she doesn't get through there. So yeah, I probably would have just flayed. Flaying is faster. Because, yeah, you know, at the end of the day, those types of things it's 50-50 Baron, you know? If both people get a look at the smite, like, it's hard for anyone to consistently always hit that smite. Even if your jungler's up, like, 1 or 2 levels, you know, it's going to be, like, 100 extra damage on a smite. You know? Unless you are, like, world-class, you know, jungler, like, professional player, you're not going to consistently hit that smite much more than 50%. Nice ult from Sneak Woman. The Snake Woman. Maybe, I don't know. I really like translations into English, or just like how other cultures, like what the names of different League characters mean. Like, I think in Chinese, Yasuo is Happy Wind Guy or something. I guess Sneak would make sense, because she does sneak around underground. Oof. Yeah, y'all need to just get out. Yeah, just get out. Once somebody dies... Sorry, I've still got a bit of a cold, people that are watching this in the future. I don't know what I have, man. Maybe I'm just dying.
Red team's turn.
Once somebody dies, like, the play's pretty much over. You just gotta stop. No, Cassio, please, just don't. Yeah, that's pretty much what Leah said, too. You want to make sure you're getting your stuff down early. Like, I think a good rule of thumb is, like, you need to back within, like, a minute. Typically, 45 seconds to a minute before an objective comes up. In ideal circumstances. Oh, you needed to flay her. And then that'll give you time to go back, refill your wards, and then by the time you get there, it'll be 30 seconds beforehand. Then you can set up, you know, proper vision. But I think you've been pretty good being around wards. It's just the the Dragon Pit, you needed to ward that and try to flay and zone the Rek'Sai. I don't know if you had flash. Like, you might even want to flash over the pit and flare. Once it gets that close, like, flash over the pit, flare, and hooker. I mean, you'd be sacrificing yourself, but you'd make, like, 100% sure she doesn't get over that wall. I mean, if you throw a lantern, like, if you flash over that wall, flay, and then throw a lantern, then your team might be able to bail you out after they get the Baron. Maybe. But yeah, you just need to make, like, 100% sure that they don't get in that pit, if you can. No, at least don't do it. Run! You don't have Yasuo. Okay, dragon's coming up. I don't have an exact timer on it, but... Push in, go for dragon. What are you getting next? Locket? I would heavily consider Righteous Glory. I know it's not like a super popular item, but its stats are really good, and it gives you like a lot of extra peel. Like, even if you don't use it to hard engage, just slowing somebody for that extra large amount around you can be so helpful. You do have your ult to kind of, you know, to help out with that a little bit, but that's kind of a backbreaker there. Cassia, what was actually happening? So after somebody gets picked, after Vayne dies, I think y'all might actually have to just, like, give that dragon up. Yeah, once she dies, because, like, Cassio's out of position, there's a TP coming in, Yasuo's coming in, I probably would have just run away. Like, maybe you can cast your ult and run, but there's just no way y'all are winning. Like, if Cassio had been here, well, first of all, you needed to ward this a little bit better if you had wards in your inventory. I don't remember if you did or not, but if you did, like, you need to properly ward, like what Leah was saying a little bit ago. Try to ward this and ward this bush. That way they don't sneak up on the Vayne like that. I mean, she shouldn't have been that close to that wall, but... Well, I don't think Vayne was trying to fight that. I think she got hooked. Now, I know y'all wanted the Drake, and it sucks that it was that, but it's like... You know, at that point, it's basically a 2v5 because all of them are there. Cassio's just hanging out in mid lane. Yasuo's out of position over here. So, like, in an ideal world, your team would have been there to help you. But in actuality, it was a 2v5. And there's just nothing you can do to get the Drake at that point. Like, it's pretty much over. So, the only thing you can do is just not die, you know? So, like, as soon as they killed the Vayne, I maybe would have just, like, drop your ults fine and just come over here and try to see if you can hex flash this wall or something. That's the thing, and that's something that, you know, I'm still a victim, or, like, I do that a lot too, where I'm like, this is the proper call, this is what should be happening, and I try to stay on it, but it's like, you know, it doesn't matter what's right or what's wrong. At the end of the day, it's just like, what happens? So... You know, if people aren't there, then they're just not there. Okay, nice. Y'all can maybe get this. You throw a hook on him. Okay, good. In a world where Cassio is at Dragon. Yeah, then y'all probably get the Dragon Soul and win off of that, but... I mean, what you can do also is ping her a lot. I don't know if you were doing that, but, like, ping assist a lot, ping her a lot, ping that Dragon's coming up. Just drop all your pings and just tell them, like, just tell everybody what to do a lot more. Well, she was out of position. I think she was mid lane, like, just trying to fight mid lane. Maybe she thought y'all had it, and so she didn't need to be there, and she's like, I can zone people. But then she got in trouble and backed up, and then they got in behind her. So she was cut off. Like, she couldn't get there from her angle, or they would have just turned on her. They basically all got grouped up around blue buff, and you had two people that were split up in the lanes, and they had everybody cut off. So she shouldn't have been goofing around mid lane in the first place, but that's just kind of what happened. Okay. Yeah, they might be able to just win here. They got supers. Cassio, hit the towers, bro. Okay. Yeah, I think y'all just win here, right? Unless they really screw something up. Are they just gonna chase the Rek'Sai? No, get the... Okay, well, y'all gotta leave now. Just run. Just run. He's dead. No, Cassio. Oh no. This is gonna make me sad. They're gonna kill everybody here, right? And get Baron. No, run, run, run. I think going for it is okay, but they had to fully commit to the Nexus and not chase the Rek'Sai got. They wasted so much time with Rek'Sai. So I don't mind the play, but you have to fully commit to it. I think it was probably safer after that just to rotate over and take the Baron. Y'all need to be real careful. They could all be here. I mean, Rek'Sai's not there, but yeah, y'all gonna get collapsed on. Yeah. No, just run. Yep. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Like, it looks like Caitlyn is alone, but she's not. Like, you're in their jungle. Like, no one else is even remotely close. Like, the best case scenario is they trade. And their team's fine with the trade right now, because that buys time for them to get their inhibitors back. And now y'all can't contest for Dragon, because your jungler's dead. So yeah, I would have just pinged back and just don't even go with her. I know sometimes, like, you're just kind of going along to help them, but if you don't even go, sometimes people won't do it. Like, if you're there with them, sometimes it emboldens them to do stupid things. So just ping them back and just be like, I'm not doing that. And, you know, if they get mad or they AFK, like, that's going to happen sometimes, but like, right here, you being there is sort of enabling them to come in and make this bad decision. Now, Vayne might be able to clean this up, but, like, that is real dicey. But, like, the Vayne is just way stronger than the Caitlyn right now. Okay, surely they can end off of this. Yeah, it's 30 seconds. There's no way, right? Like, open Nexus. Okay. Alright. So, I think the, pretty good overall. I would like to see you try some flash plays in the early game. You're going to mess them up sometimes, probably. But that's okay. Just get used to it. Add in that extra early pressure. Just work on trying to go for those big plays. And aside from that, just kind of macro-wise, you know, always try to zone the enemy jungler out of the pit by all means necessary. Like, even if you have to flash the wall and, like, flay them, hook them, whatever you have to do, just keep them off of that Baron. And then, yeah, just give up on plays that are dead. Like, look at the minimap and just see, like, you know, just assume they're all going to be there. If you don't see anyone on the map, just assume it's 5 people there. And just say, can we win this fight? And if you don't have, you know, most of your teammates close by, or if they don't have teleport or something, if they do have teleport, you need to communicate that. You know, you need to say, hey, like, ping their TP a lot, and then ping that you're going in, so that they, like, know you're expecting a teleport. But if someone's splitting a side lane, make sure they have teleport before you go in. And if they're, like, back in the base, like Vayne, running up the lane, don't start until they get there. I know, like, sometimes they should be there. They shouldn't have backed to get that extra dagger when you're trying to get tempo, you know, so you can get a tower or, like, pressure a dragon or something, but you know, wherever they are on the map is wherever they are on the map, you know? So you got to work around that. And it's a lot of extra work. It's a lot of extra communication. It's partially why I quit playing things like Nautilus and Leona a lot. It's because I always just get really frustrated when your team doesn't set that up correctly. But so there are a couple engages. I mean, you know, in retrospect, you're like, oh, here comes the enter the feed or whatever. Like, over here, you don't want to take that. You know, right here, you don't want to take that either. But I wouldn't even step up and pressure unless you have help, right? Because they could engage on you with someone like Pyke, or if Kiana lands that stun, like the wall thing that she does with her ult. So, you know, while you're waiting on Vayne, I would just push it up and then just, like, hang out, like, right here. Or, like, get some deeper vision, you know, something like that. Yeah, so just be a little bit more careful with your positioning. And, like, your engages. But, like, in the fights themselves, I thought they were pretty good. You know, you did a good job of peeling. You hit some clutch hooks. You know, I think the micro, for the most part, was pretty solid. It was just kind of the macro stuff, the zoning off the Baron, and just being too far up without having proper sort of positioning on the minimap. Yeah, I think that's just the biggest thing. Is just, like, slow down. look at the mini map, you know, and just assume they're all there. If you don't have vision, if you don't see anyone else on the map, they're all there. Like that's just the best assumption there. And you will still find plenty of chances to make plays, even if you play slightly more conservatively. But yeah, if it's someone in a side lane, if it's like Yasuo in a random side lane, just let him get pressure first. If he's like right here, just chill, in the mid lane for another wave or whatever, or find something else to do before you go for the play until he's like over here. And then that way, someone has to come match him. So then at that point, you can kind of stall him. You can threaten, like you might engage then. Then maybe you can step up here with 4 people and threaten it, but just don't go. And then he's going to get free towers and free minions unless someone goes over there to match him. And then once they match him, then that's when you can go in, and try to make your play, especially if he has teleport. So try to keep track of teleports too. Sometimes it's harder to do that, but like if you have the TP advantage, if your top laner has teleport and theirs doesn't, then you want to try to force fights when both of them are in a side lane. But anyways, I think that was pretty solid overall. Just work on the macro a little bit. And otherwise, yeah, looks pretty promising. But yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you very much. The stream's going to continue. That's it for the coaching session. So anyone else out there like a coaching session, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com and set that up. Hey, thanks for the sub, Pedro. I appreciate it. Just let me know. It's just $25. If you're not a channel member, if you are a channel member, it's just $20. And you get $5 off. Basically, if you're a channel member. And you come out and play with us on Viewers Night. We're going to fire those back up again on Sundays. Come out, play with me, other people on the channel. Just have a good time, chill. And if you want to watch more coaching sessions, I'll have a link in the description. This is going to be like the 200th coaching session or something on the channel, so you can just kind of flip back through any champions you're interested in seeing. I always have like the thumbnail as a picture of the champ, so it's real easy to figure out if you're trying to learn a new champ. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you very much. Have a good day, and we'll see everybody next time.